Hello everybody, it's Kathy aka Nerdy Cat, and I'm back today with a short video about Git. Now Git is a version control system, and by version control I mean it's something that monitors and tracks changes to files. So in web development you have files, index HTML, CSS files, all kinds of files. So in the real world, companies use Git a lot. I'd even go so far as to say it's a mandatory must learn, especially for newbie developers like myself. And I say that because when it's time for you to start your career hunt, it's critical that you have an effective way to share what you know. And although a version control system and sharing your know-how don't seem to be related at first, they really are. So imagine this hypothetical scenario. You're at work as a new junior developer, and your manager needs to review your code before it needs to go wherever else it needs to go. Most likely they're using Git to do that. So they log in and they check, and they decide to make a couple changes. And when they make those changes, they go ahead and save them or commit and push them, and they send them off to wherever it needs to go. So the point is that decision makers use Git, and decision makers hire people. So it makes perfect sense to learn how to put your code where the people you want to see it get to do just that. Last but not least, there are a few different version control providers. The one I use, and that's really popular, is GitHub. So that's what I'll be referencing when I explain this little chart here. So that is exactly what I'm going to do right now. Okay. So this, as it's labeled, is my understanding of Git. So over here, step one is in your command line, you do a command called git init. And when you do that command, it creates a folder on your computer, on your local PC, named Git. Step two is git status, and git status, what that does is also, all of this is done in your command line. So git status basically checks what is in the Git folder that you just created with the git init command. Next is git add. So you want to add your, let's say you made a little short website, one-page website, and you want to add it to GitHub. You do git add for all the files that make up that little web page or whatever project it is that you're working on. So you add it, and then you do git status again, which is basically again checking. You're checking the contents of what's in that folder, and you're making sure that what's in there is what you want to be in there. Step 5 is git commit. So after you put everything in there and you check it, you are saying with the git commit command that you want to commit to putting those files onto the remote host or another computer, which in this case is GitHub. And then lastly, you do git push. And basically what git push does is it pushes or moves all your files that were in the new Git folder to a remote repository, which is GitHub. So that's basically the gist of it. And if you pause this video, you can read the little notes down here. But yeah, that's pretty much how I understand Git. There is more to it than that, but these are very basic introductory commands. And since I am pretty new at web development, that's what I'm sticking to sharing with everyone. And as I progress in my career and my education, I'm definitely going to share more, and I'm going to try to make it in a very simple, straightforward fashion, and with the hopes that it is helping others learn. Alrighty, thank you very much, and if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and I will be back soon. Thank you for watching. Bye.